The NFL Super Bowl is here, and I'm going to show you how you can make 3 last-minute side dishes that'll have you scoring touchdowns every time. Now, I know we all live busy lives, and you probably forgot about a party that you were attending or even one that you're hosting, so you're looking for some ideas to make that'll make it to where people don't think that these were last minute. I'm gonna be showing you 3 recipes today. That is some Buffalo Chicken Taquitos, some pizza sliders, and also we're gonna make some BBQ Tater Cups. Let's get saucy. For the taquitos, the ingredients are super simple. We have some tortillas, some cream cheese, some Frank's RedHot for our buffalo, and then a Walmart deli chicken. And I went ahead and got the cold one because it's gonna be easier whenever we're working with it later, pulling the meat off the bone. Now, one of the first things that we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be taking the chicken out of the bag and placing it in a bowl. You wanna take a lot of the skin off because it's gonna get kind of slimy and have a weird texture. So we just wanna get rid of the skin altogether. You can save this if you have some dogs that you wanna feed this to, or if you have a mother-in-law who just loves chicken skin, but we don't need this for our recipe today. Once we remove the bones and the skin, we're gonna go ahead and start pulling apart our chicken. This doesn't have to be perfect. You just wanna do it as best as you can. Now we're gonna set this aside so we can work with our cream cheese. Now you want your cream cheese to be sort of room temperature, and I know this is last minute, so I'm gonna show you a little trick. We're gonna place our cream cheese into a microwavable bowl. We're gonna microwave it for 1 minute, but we're gonna do it in 10-second intervals so that way our cream cheese doesn't get too hot. And then once we have our cream cheese, we're gonna go ahead and add it into our bowl. And to it, we're gonna add some ground black pepper, some granulated garlic, and a pinch of salt. If you wanna know the exact quantity I put, look in the description down below for the recipe. We're gonna add 1/3 cup of Frank's RedHot. You can add more or less depending on your spice tolerance. Then we're gonna go ahead and mix this all together until it's nice and combined.
And don't be afraid to get your hands dirty. If you truly love football, you should be willing to do whatever it takes to make the best dishes for your friends.
Now to form these is super simple. We're just gonna take our tortilla and we're gonna put a little bit of the buffalo chicken filling inside, smush it down so that way it evens out whenever we're rolling it up. Then you wanna roll it tightly, and to make sure that this stays in a good form whenever we're frying, we're gonna go ahead and stick a toothpick inside to hold the tortilla down. And then once you're done, this is what it should look like. In a hot pan of oil, we're gonna place our taquitos in, laying away from us to prevent any oil splashing on us. And we're gonna fry these until they're a nice golden brown. You don't have to worry about a lot of the stuffing coming out because what's gonna happen is on the edges where the stuffing is exposed to the oil, it's going to caramelize, kind of creating a barrier so that way the rest of the stuffing on the inside gets nice and warm and creamy.
Once the taquitos are nice and golden brown, take them out and we're gonna place them on a wire rack to let the excess oil drain. For the pizza sliders, we're going to take out our Hawaiian rolls and very carefully slice off the top half of the rolls. Then we're going to add our sauce. Don't skip out on the sauce because we want to make sure that this thing is packed with flavor. We're then going to add a generous amount of pepperoni. I did about 2 layers here, but you can use as much as you want. We're going to bake this in an oven at 400 degrees for 10 minutes to get the pepperonis nice and crispy. Afterwards, we're going to layer a rather large sprinkling of cheese to make sure that everything is covered. Then we're going to add on our top bun and put it back in the oven for another 10 minutes to let the cheese melt. Now these did come out on the crispier side, so I would go ahead and cut the times that I mentioned in the video in half.
Now for our BBQ Tater Cups, we're going to take our cupcake tray, and in each cup we're going to spray some oil inside so that we can prevent some sticking. Then in each cup we're going to be putting in 4 tater tots, and then we're going to bake these in the oven for 10 minutes to make them nice and soft. After coming out of the oven, we're going to take a small glass and we're going to smush it down so that way we can really get that cup shape. Then in each cup we're going to go ahead and take some pre-made pulled pork barbecue and place some into each cup, and then top it off with some cheese, and we're going to bake this for an additional 20 minutes.
Now after these come out of the oven, be very careful whenever you're removing these out of the tin. Now I can say whenever these came out, the barbecue smell that came off of them was oh my gosh. These things looked super crispy, the barbecue looked tender, but there's just a little bit more that we have to add before they're ready to go. Now for our garnish, we're gonna take some green onions and we're gonna slice these down the stalk. Now on each cup, we're gonna add a dollop of sour cream. This also is gonna add some extra flavor. The acidity is also going to cut through that fat and pair well with the sweetness of the barbecue and add a nice creamy texture to the cup. Then over each cup, we're gonna sprinkle our green onions and our tater cups are finished. Now all of these dishes are done, and I do have to say that they look and smell absolutely delicious. And now for the moment that we've all been waiting for, the taste test.
All right, everybody, here we have our last minute appetizers, and we're gonna give these a taste to see if these are truly delicious or if you're gonna be booted from ever making an appetizer again for the Super Bowl. First up, we're gonna start with our Buffalo Chicken Taquito. Now you can hear that this is fried to perfection. I'm gonna give you a little sound. So let's go ahead and give it a try. Now that is delicious. The hot sauce really complements the creaminess of the cream cheese. The chicken is so good. The outside on that first bite, or on the other side right here, is so crispy, and then the rest of it on the inside is just creamy, it's vinegary, it's absolutely delicious. Now we're gonna go ahead and try our pizza sliders now. Now this tastes amazing. This tastes just like a pizza. The only difference is that you have that subtle sweetness from the Hawaiian roll and then that sweetness from the sauce. But the saltiness from the pepperoni and the cheese just complements it very well. It's super soft on the inside, kind of crunchy on the outside. It's very delicious. I think that this one's a winner for sure. Just don't burn it. And now we're gonna taste our BBQ Tater Cup. Now these look delicious. I had to fight my instincts to just grab one and eat it as soon as it came out of the oven. These are also crispy. Go ahead and give it a bite. It really doesn't get better than that. Barbecue, potato, sour cream, cheese. This is literally the South in a small cup. If you make these ones, I think this is my favorite out of the bunch. They will never stop asking you to make these for any party. Doesn't matter if it's Super Bowl, 4th of July, Christmas, Thanksgiving, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate, you will be told to bring this every single time. Guys, thank you so much for watching the video. Comment down below who you would like to see win the Super Bowl. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button to get more saucy content, and I will see you in the next one. Stay saucy.